ETH, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis when the price was here, we mentioned we can expect the price to break the top. Then from there, if anyone wants to look for sell, we can, look for trade. And exactly as what we mentioned, this is what we get. And no, actually, we didn't have really good trade setup for sell unless internally we look for short-term trade. Now I want to see what's the next, because usually when we have this kind of the correction, mostly we can look for down move. Okay, now I want to see how we can trade. In this case, we move to daily chart. All right, as we can see based on daily chart, now we are within this correction. We want to see how complex will be this before we get this up move with the break. Before the price break the top. Okay, and if we move to, this is what we have based on daily chart, and if we move to forward chart, all right, as we can see, we have been looking for these two with the breakout of the top. Now we get again, usually when we have this kind of the correction, even with the breakout of the trend line, and as you can see, this move is finished. Still, technically we can look for one more drop. That means we can look for sell. Then from there, may this one turn to a bigger correction in relative to this, we can look for reversal. If we get this kind of the move, that means we could one more drop, then any reversal can give us with a really good trade setup. But all it depends how this one can form. Again, technically we can look for down move unless this one continues as a corrective and break this top. Okay, and if we move to lower time frame, we see how we can trade it. First of all, we put our line here. Still, we can expect the price to break, to take the trend line, but any sell setup from here, if we get, we take it. And when the price broke this low, 1703, we start to manage. And one more things, can we put this one in relative to this? That means, can we expect for one move, at least we get this a lot? Yes, it's still there. Okay, whether we get the sell from here, we can take it, or even there is a possibility if the price move higher, any reversal from there we can look for sell. How about if this one turn to a correction similar to what I drew here, similar to any of this? I don't think we can get really good trade setup for buy. The only times we can look for buy if we see any breakout of this top. Okay, that's mean we wait for the price to break the top for continuation. Having entry above the top is really risky because, as I mentioned, easily this one can move, finish this correction and drop from there. If we want to have entry above the top, maybe we can put here, but right now it's too early to talk about that. Okay, again, if you want to look for buy after the breakout of this top, if we get any trade setup, and I don't think it's within this range, we can get a really good trade setup for buy. And technically we're looking for one more drop. Now whether the price drop from here, if we get any sell, we take it, or we get one move, then from there we take the trade. All right, and in this case, we just follow the chart. We see how we can trade it. If the price sharply drop from here, whether we have entry above, below here or here, it can be option. If we didn't get any trade setup within this range, and again, having entry here or whether here is really risky. For example, if we put the entry here, easily price can drop because we have this option as well, and tag and continue. What I want to say is that if we want to have a entry, what we want the price sharply tag, break, and continue the tag within one, maximum 2 hours is not moving, we don't stay with the trade. By the way, again, technically, if we get any sell setup, this is what we are looking for. All right, and we don't have any good trade setup for buy unless we get the breakout of the top. Then from there, we see how we can trade it. Okay, anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.